seen as much success outside of really South America. So really looking to get to this big result. But here we are kicking it off, and Adam is going first.
Okay, so Adam is playing that Regidrago archetype as he does lead that Teal Mask Ogerpon. So Regidrago V-Star has the Apex Dragon attack, letting you use any one of your Dragon-type Pokemon in a discard pile attack as the effect of this one. So you can play a whole treasure trove of attackers such as Giratina V-Star, Lost Impact does 280, great number. You can do Kyurem Triforce, we've seen that a couple times, as we do see Ultra Ball discarding Fezandipiti scenario and Energy Switch. Can also copy Noivern to make itself immune to all basic. Wait a second, that would completely lock out damage from Terapagos.
Yes. But it does something even better against Terapagos. Of course, that second attack, the Dominating Echo, stops your opponent from being able to play special energy cards or stadiums. And most Terapagos lists, they're only playing double turbo energy. That would just lock you out the game entirely.
Interesting. So here's a little mini game for you viewers at home. Adam Hawkins' flow chart's going to look like this. Let's get a Regidrago V down. Let's get it into a V-Star. Let's get 3 energy on it, and let's start announcing Dominating Echo. That could be Adam's game plan. So once again, Regidrago V-Star powered up and over to Arthur. As we do see Regidrago V hit the bench with a Fire Energy attached, and there is that Noivern. Both attacks are really good in this matchup, but he said that Dominating Echo could be disastrous. Right. Over to Arthur. Why don't you take us through the Terapagos deck? Okay. It's a deck you play.
It is, very much so. So, the Terapagos deck is very much a deck that tries to put your opponent in a checkmate situation. It's kind of almost the most streamlined way to play Dust Noir. So, with the Terapagos EX, you do 30 damage for each Pokemon on your bench. Very similar to the Mega Rayquaza, another deck very close to my heart, but it's on a basic. Although you can't use it. Even if you're going second, you can't use the attack on the first turn. So there's a little bit of a restriction there. So you're not attacking on turn 1 no matter what. But then the idea is you use that in combination with Area 0 Under Depths, the new stadium that allows you, if you have a Terra Pokemon in play, to have up to 8 Pokemon on the bench instead of 5. So you get to 8 on the bench, and then with the double turbo attachment, you do 220 damage. It's a very good number, knocks out a lot of stuff. And then to complement the rest of the damage, you go ahead and you play this Dust Noir line, so you can use Curse Blast with the Dusclops and Dust Noir to get yourself the rest of the way. And then you make use of a bunch of cards that work well when you're behind, such as maybe the Defiance Band, especially Counter Catcher and things like that, to get the rest of the way. And the engine that fuels all this is this Fan Rotom combined with the Hoothoot and Noctowl. Talk us through that, Shay. Okay, so that Fan Rotom, as you're going to see it there, grabbed off the Nest Ball and an activation. Only use it on your first turn. But when you activate it, you can search your deck for 3 colorless Pokemon that have 100 HP or less. So all these support Pokemon, as we see there, Hoothoot, that's a Pidgey, another Hoothoot we can grab. Fantastic, as you said, you do want to have your bench filled as much as possible, so Unified Beatdown, what an attack name, can swing for big damage, and that Noctowl, when you evolve into it, Jewel Seeker, if you have a Terra Pokemon in play when you evolve it, you can grab any 2 trainer cards and pop them into your hand. What an ability that is. Yeah, phenomenal ability, Jewel Seeker, but of course, you do need the Terapagos EX down in order to enable anything, to enable the Noctowl and to enable your Area 0 Under Depth. So you have to be careful now to not use your last bench slot on anything other than a Terapagos, otherwise you will bench lock yourself. Yep, that is a fantastic point. So I would imagine this Ultra Ball, I mean, you could be grabbing a Noctowl or a Pidgeot for next turn, but I would imagine it's going to have to be a Terapagos, like you said. Yeah, I think so as well. Because otherwise, it could get a little bit dicey. Yes. So, very interesting choice here. Arthur actually opting to play the Manaphy. So not a card that all the Terapagos lists are playing. Some are opting to go for that Bouffalont combo. There is I don't believe this is playing it, but there is a Bouffalont that when you have 2 of them in play, the Curly Wall ability, so it makes your basic colorless Pokemon take 6 less damage from attacks. I played it for a brief period, not so much now, but very strong against Charizard especially. Yeah. But no, not playing this, just going for the Manaphy instead, just to offer that bench protection against stuff like Trifrost and Kyurem or from the Radiant Greninja. Yeah, a great card to have, but I think they did take it to Terapagos, put it in the hand. I think, are they going to bench it? Looks like they're debating it. I mean, I think you have to, right? I mean, the thing is, say you get Iono'd, if you bench the Terapagos, any Noctowl becomes an out to, like, a bad hand. So true. I think you definitely want to put it down now, especially because you have the Chorus's Tenacity here. You know that there's a good chance. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I guess if you were to put it down, it gives Adam a chance to get the first 2 prize KO. But here we do see Regidrago V-Star, the Noctowl from the Self-Jewel Seeker activation. That's allowed because of that Teal Mask Ogerpon. So Adam can grab any 2 trainer cards he likes from his deck. And tell you what, Noctowl, I mean, it's an amazing card. I'm not surprised to see it in other decks, but what an ability that Jewel Seeker. In a deck like Regidrago, we really need to find,
Earthen Vessel, Energy Switch. Noctowl just says, I'll have it all.
Yeah, this could be a very dangerous turn. So the reason I was about to say maybe Arthur does need to put down the Terapagos and attach an energy to it is because if Adam has an insane turn here and can get off, you know, that's the attack for the Noivern, Echo.
Dominating
Echo, thank you. If he can get the Noivern in a discard pile and get the Regidrago powered up,
yep.
How does Arthur do any? Yeah, I'm seeing scooping motion.
Yeah, you can't see behind the camera, but if that happens, it could be time to scoop him up. Professor's research being played now. Did Noivern? I don't think Noivern's hit the discard.
No, not yet. So
we still have the Legacy Star. So much potential.
Yes. It's looks like it's not quite there yet, but yeah, with the Legacy Star, you can definitely get there. And you don't need a lot, really. You we're going to get Earthen Vessel is part of it. You need to get another energy down with a Teal Mask Ogerpon, so you can do another Teal dance, so that you have an energy both to retreat and to energy switch onto the Regidrago.
Yep.
You're not that far off, you know.
Oh, I mean, Dominating Echo is the dreamer scenario, right? But let's be honest, just taking a 2-prize KO here is also vitally fine.
Yes.
You want to try and get another Regidrago V down if you aren't going to go for a Dominating Echo.
The only problem with that, there's actually no Dragon-type attackers to copy right now.
Oh.
Like, forget Noivern, there's just none at all. So, going to be an important Teal dance here. Let's see.
Teal dance? What was that?
It's a Temple of Sinnoh. Oh, that's still good.
To be fair, you know, that's also pretty good. Now, Legacy Star. Discard the top 7 cards of your deck. Then you can grab any 2 cards you like from your discard pile. Let's see what this hits.
Oh, there's
another one! Goodness, wait, Energy Switch? Read Energy Switch still?
No, wait, there is no Energy Switch. That's what he's missing.
Yeah, so we still need that.
Yes, but...
Oh, there's one in discard pile already.
Oh, never mind. He's got
Oh, my goodness. So let's think about this. So you can Energy Switch off Ben's Ogerpon to Regidrago V-Star, pay retreat, Dominating Echo. That's a little bit tough.
He's only gone and done it.
Turn 2. Goodness gracious me. So... let's see, Energy Switch being taken and Professor Churro.
I think it's a stop because the only way that Arthur can play around something like this is if you bring something to the active and stall it, and Professor Churro prevents that. So that's very, very heads up from Adam. It kind of it stops the only lose condition for him if he announces this attack.
So there we go. Energy Switch. Your Apex Dragon is currently live, letting you use the attack of any one of your Dragon types in a discard pile. Noivern, now I imagine it's going to be Dominating Echo. I guess you can tell how much damage gets put on. Will stop Arthur from attaching any special energy or stadium.
You see Arthur nodding there. He knows.
Oh, wait, it does. Excuse me? It does what? And that's a good 2-shot as well. So, Arthur cannot attach any double turbo energy or stadiums. Now, some lists do play some basic energy to make use of Crown Opal. However, we had a quick look. Arthur does not play any of those.
No, it is... okay. To be fair, no, there is one other thing that Arthur can do.
What is that?
Dust Noir. You can try and build up some kind of damage with Dust Noir, but you need 3 Curse Blasts to knock out the Regidrago, though.
Yeah, and that's not going to be good. We do see Feather Ball here. What does Feather Ball serve?
Pidgeot EX.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
it's been a while since we've seen that card.
Yeah. It's something that you kind of need to play as a one-of because it's a way to search for Pidgeot without playing an Ultra Ball and discarding cards. So off of a Jewel Seeking, grab Rare Candy Feather Ball, and that's an instant Pidgeot EX.
Now, we could be seeing the sort of downsides of not benching at Terapagos last turn, because now Noctowl, you said, aren't going to be live. We'll have to go and find it. But there is Rare Candy Pidgeot, that quick searchability, in case you don't know. Basically says, whatever I want this turn, I'm going to get it. It lets you grab any card you like from your deck once per turn.
I mean, it's not just about the Terapagos not being live, but if last turn, you see he was considering going for the Chorus's Tenacity to grab the double turbo, he could have preemptively put down the Terapagos and then put the double turbo on it. Adam did not find an enhanced hammer, so at least if he had done that, he would have been able to do an attack this turn.
Yeah, that's a great point, actually, and but I can sort of see why you don't want to give your opponent a chance to take the first 2-prize KO, but sort of like, catch-22 in that scenario. So here we do see quick search being activated, though. That's going to give us a clue into what Arthur's going to want to do here. But you're right, it's going to have to be a sort of gust and stall strategy. Say gust, boss's orders, prime catch, any of those business, or some extra cursed blast from Dust Clops or Dust Noir.
Yeah, the fact that you need 3 to KO Regidrago is so awful, because it means essentially you're trading 3 for 2 prize cards-wise, which is really not where you want to be.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see, and I tell you what as well, worth noting, the Triforce is currently very live with these little low HP Pokemon. Obviously, that's not going to be used next turn, but something to keep an eye on.
Oh my god! I mean that's your game ender right there, right? And
is he Noctowl? He has 100, so keep an eye on that.
That's why Arthur. That's one of the reasons why Arthur's playing a Manaphy, because you don't want to get. I've lost that way before. That exact way, like Triforce just blitzing free of my weaker Pokemon on the bench. So very, very smart use of Manaphy there. And Oh, Arthur's bench locked himself.
Yep, bench locked, bench the Dust Skull, and passed over. So Adam's going to start to turn off there with a Teal dance, then you attach. Boss it. Oh, well, we said that Dusclops is the way out of this. So Adam's going to just wag the finger and say, boss's orders. And I tell you what's even more insulting about a dominating Echo is when it's also taking a prize card at the same time.
140 damage. That's a good number, yeah.
That's a number. You can't just sit there and absorb that all day.
No, you really can't. I think what Arthur needs to do here is to put down the Terapagos with the Area 0 Underdepth if you can find it, and then bench 2 Dust Skulls, so at least maybe one of them can survive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Adam can, in theory, I mean, he might not necessarily get it every single turn, but at least then you have some protection against the boss's orders. Wow,
I'm just lining up. Having that prior damage on the Fezandipiti makes a Triforce so much more, because that's...
Oh, you're right as well.
2 prize cards there, and another 2 on the Hoothoot and or Fanrotum. So currently, Triforce is taking 4 prize cards as it stands. Arthur's going to have to do something. Here we do see Quick Search, though. What can you imagine Arthur could be looking for?
It's tough to say. There is... what was I going to say? So there are Noctowls on hand. Yes. So Arthur, in theory, could try and do some searching with Jewel Seeker if you can get a Terapagos down, but it looks like it's going to be Quick Search, actually just revealing it straight away. Quick Search for that Professor's Research, just to try and dig into the deck a little bit more.
I don't mind it. You know, if you're going to try and get out of a sticky situation, having 7 new cards is a great place to start. So that is going to be taken. Chorus Tenacity, like you said, not all, but can I get rid of 2 Terapagos, though?
Yeah, the Tenacity's already in hand, right? It was in the hand one beginning. And actually not going to play down the Terapagos.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder what Arthur is eyeing up here. 2 Terapagos, a Dust Noir, I should say. Chorus Tenacity hitting the discard pile. Okay.
Yeah, there seems... so I'm guessing that there's probably something that I'm missing here. So obviously, with you unable to attach double turbo energy, you can't attack with the Terapagos, but surely you still want one down so you can enable your Noctowls at least. Try and find something to work with. It's I think he's just trying to take the strategy of putting down one single Dust Skull every single time and just hoping it survives, but it doesn't feel great.
We're going to see the 1 for 70 off the fact. Oh no, there's no stadium in play. You can't even do that, right? Yeah. You need to have a stadium in play.
And you also need an energy, which you can't attach.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can't do that, Stevie. Well, I'll tell you what as well, a little interesting wrinkle. Oh, Professor Chura going to pick up the Noctowl. Love that. She can reuse it. Bench lock, no mana fee. Triforce right now currently is live. Now chances are, goodness gracious me. If you somehow manage to get a double energy in play, it's not going to count as 1 colorless. Okay, so going to see a Teal dance first of all.
Yeah, there's the Kyurem.
Yeah, there's the Kyurem. Yeah, Scoop Up Cyclone's currently in hand as well. We're going to see an energy onto the Hoothoot. That's just going to be able to pay retreat if needed. But I think realistically, yeah, doesn't need to do a great deal. It's going to dominate Echo again. That's going to KO. So there is a bench slot currently live. But I tell you what, though, as Adam's on 4 prize cards, if Arthur doesn't end the turn with mana fee in play, Trifrost will close this game out. Doing 110 damage to any 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. That would KO Fezandipiti, and then whatever you like at that point. Well, the Hoothoot Dusclops or Hoothoot. Even if the Hoothoot evolve, they still only have 100. So they actually pick up there. So that's something we need Arthur to put down a mana fee.
Yeah, we do. And but the thing is, again, if you put down mana fee, then you do bench lock yourself again.
So. It's like it's such a, well, I mean, I don't lose immediately, but then how do you win without an attacker? Can't even use Blustery Wind either.
No.
I mean, that would only do 100 after the double energy anyway, production, so this is a tough scenario.
You literally have only 4 energy cards in your deck and you can't attach any of them. Without energy, you can't attack. If you can't attack, you can't win.
Yeah, so everything can retreat from Adam's side of the board as well. Yeah, so you're not going to see any boss's order shenanigans.
Like, Adam knows what his lose condition is. He knows like the small avenues through which Arthur could in theory make a comeback from this very bad position, but he's already accounted for them because he knows exactly how to do it.
And there we do see, well, I'm assuming we're going to see a concession here by the looks of it. Yeah,
that's it.
Arthur's going to concede the game there. Says, well, if you're going to keep